So just what is reactive abuse and why do narcissistic people rely on it? When it comes to the term reactive abuse, this is what psychologists and therapists and sociologists have used to describe when somebody reacts in an abusive manner towards their abuser, towards someone who's isolating them, intimidating them, baiting them, taunting them, abusing them. At some point, the one who's been abused might lash out. They might rage, they might scream, they might cry, they might throw things, they might punch things, they might hurl some insults towards their abuser, which is all a narcissist needs as proof that it's the one the narcissist is abusing is actually the crazy one, the one who's abusing the narcissist, because they've reacted to sometimes years worth of mental torture and sometimes physical. Reactive abuse is when one person is baited into reacting to their abuser. Then their abuser can use those reactions against them to blame the person for their reactions, to distract the person from the narcissist's actions. Reactive abuse is a common tactic narcissists will use to keep people confused, to guilt trip people. People who are genuine, kind, empathetic, loving, caring, loyal have their limits. We all have our limits. We all have our capabilities of reacting in abusive ways. When it comes to a narcissist, they abuse people for their own gains. When it comes to those who are not abusive, they can react in abusive manners due to all the underlying stress. Narcissists will cause arguments, they will cause frustration, they will cause intrigue. So when we question them, they turn it on to us so that we have to find a way to defend ourselves to them. And the question we ask them never gets answered. When we defend our intentions to them, when we defend our reasons to them, when we defend our needs to them, we justify ourselves to them. Whenever we do this, whenever we justify ourselves to them, whenever we explain ourselves to them, a narcissist will keep winding us up until we emotionally react to them. Reactive abuse is when a narcissist instigates a game of control. They get people to enter the game by defending themselves to the narcissist to set people up to fail. A narcissist will set the environment, they'll create an atmosphere, they will set the stage, they will chip away at you, they will push all your buttons, they will usually go for your biggest weaknesses, they will pull on your biggest insecurities or the things that you care about the most, as these are the things you'll most passionately defend, so they can coercively control your emotional state of mind. When we are thinking from an emotional state, it takes over our logical state, which is a very confusing place to be. However, when around narcissistic people, we need to come from our logical thinking and not our emotional thinking. Narcissists will emotionally manipulate you to get what they want from you. Narcissistic people send you into that emotional state of fear and anxiety. They use things like sleep deprivation and gaslighting to drain you, exhaust you, confuse you, to stress you out, drain your finances, drain you any way they can, so you either fall into their behaviour or become reactive to their behaviour. And when people are tired, when people are stressed, the limits of how much they can take from somebody become less and they become more emotionally reactive. Narcissists will annoy you, taunt you, bait you, provoke you, trick you in any way they can to get you to snap and react to their abuse of you. You might scream, cry, lash out, throw things, beg, plead, call names, punch items, beg the narcissist to stop, and then they will stand back look all calm, look all smug. They might have that smirk on their face, and they'll call you crazy. They'll ask what your problem is. They'll ask if you're having a bad day. They'll tell you, those around you, look, see, this is what I have to put up with, so that they can morph into the victim to gain sympathetic attention. So they can guilt trip you. As you take responsibility for your behaviour, provoked or not, you feel bad, and a narcissist will use that against you to get you to make it up to them for the things they're causing within you. As to a narcissist, when you react, that's all the proof they need that you're the crazy one. You're the one with the problem. They'll instill cameras. They will film your reactions. They will edit messages. They will call your family to come and calm you down. Where people who are around narcissistic people, around abusive people, will often play down their abuser's behaviour. They'll often not tell other people about the abuse until they're out of the situation. They'll often think things such as, it's not that bad, it doesn't happen very often. If only I hadn't have done this, they wouldn't have done that. A narcissistic person will be telling everybody just how terrible you are, just how bad you are. They will be blaming everything on you. They do not do responsibility. They do projection, provoking and blame shifting. Many narcissists will take you to the doctors to get you on antidepressants, so you make up excuses for their abuse because you think you're the one with the problem, not realising the narcissist is your problem. The narcissist is causing your problems, as they seemingly are coming across like they're trying to help you. At the same time, they gaslight you to distract you from their actions, so you blame yourself for your reactions. And as you take responsibility for your reactions, you don't recognise why those reactions are coming out within you. No matter what you do, it's never enough for a narcissist. Anger and resentment is a common emotion that we can all feel. Often it comes when people are committed to provoking us, misunderstanding us, hurting us, punishing us, confusing us, deceiving us. With a narcissist sense of entitlement, lack of empathy, preoccupation with themselves, we can think communicating with a narcissist will help, that the narcissist will understand our point of view. If we just try speaking to them a different way on a different day, they'll get it, not realising that the narcissist is using that very communication against us. They always have, they always will. From when they are mirroring us, to future fake with us, to sell us our dreams, claiming they want the same things as us because they want to meet a need of their own at that present moment in time. Communication does not work with narcissistic people. It only works against us. At least communicating in the way that we communicate, such as explaining ourselves, finding the middle ground, compromising, all the things that a narcissist really doesn't want to do. A narcissist often relies on our compassion, our forgiveness, our willingness to take responsibility, our willingness to rise above, our agreeableness. And if that doesn't work, they will chip away at us until they can provoke those feelings of anger and resentment from within us and gain a reaction out of us. A narcissist will start an argument out of nowhere, say backhanded insults, backhanded compliments, ignore you, lie to you, change events on you, change the subject on you, upset you, then escalate you. They trick you. And when you react, you blame yourself, you question yourself, you doubt yourself, you judge yourself. They gaslight you and blame everything on you and create an environment so you work harder to make it up to them for the very things you don't see they're doing to you. When we do stand up for ourselves, narcissistic people take this as a criticism and they find any way they can to regain control over us, including using our reactive abuse against us. As we can recognise our own behaviour, as we can recognise our wrongdoings, as we can recognise our own mistakes, we understand how we reacted was wrong. Hence we end up doing all we can to gain their forgiveness while they are doing all they can to get away with hurting us. Because of our reactions, we can end up full of guilt, shame, remorse. We end up suppressing our real selves, no longer being able to speak up for ourselves, being too afraid to speak out to others. Most often a narcissist has got you to the point without baiting you into emotional reaction when you can't contain yourself, no matter where you are or who you are around. They don't even have to bait you anymore because they've exhausted you. They've caused that sleep deprivation within you. You're that confused that you react. However, a narcissist is very good at suppressing their actions when there are witnesses around. They'll get you to react in front of witnesses so that they can play the victim and tell everybody, see, look, this is proof of what I have to put up with. Standing in your own truth. You do not need to go to those for closure who enjoy opening up your wounds, enjoy opening up your insecurities, enjoy provoking you. Cannot have sincere communication with insincere people. You cannot change who they are back into who they sold themselves to be. Who they are is the whole package. The manipulative love bombing, the idolization, the future faking, seeking excessive admiration from people, and the manipulative devaluation. Narcissistic people isolate people, they invalidate people, they insult people. Don't go to justify yourself to those who only ever want to anger and frustrate you. In the beginning, when learning to no longer react, start releasing the anger, releasing the frustration elsewhere, far away from the narcissist. These are emotions that we are feeling, that we have to process and we have to deal with in a healthy manner. No longer give the narcissist the satisfaction of the reactions that they're baiting you into so that they can use it against you. Grey rock and no contact. I shall link into the description the video of the 2 sides to a narcissist when you do break free from them. Thank you very much to. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available.